Steve, I'm going to begin with you. And I now ask you, do you accept Andrea as your life mate in one true love, promising to share in all that life offers and suffers, to be there for her in times of need, to soothe her in times of pain, and support her in all of her endeavors, big and small? Please answer, I do. Thank you. Andrea, I now ask you, do you accept Steve as your life mate in one true love, promising to share in all that life offers and suffers, to be there for him in times of need, soothe him in times of pain, and support him in all of his endeavors, big and small? Please answer, I do. Thank you. So in just a few moments, Andrea and Steve, you will be reciting your wedding vows to one another, and this is a public statement where you are confirming your love for the one person that you love most in this world. And as I said before, marriage has the power to bring out the best in people, and the secret sauce to that success is love. And the sacred covenant of marriage, you both, I'm sure as you've gotten to know each other, you've shared acts of thoughtfulness and words of encouragement, and I'm sure you've gained a respect for each other's kindness and trustworthiness and strength of resolve. So I feel confident as you've grown and matured in your relationship with each other, you will remain faithful to the vows that you're about to recite. And together with those vows and all the support you have of your friends and family today will be the keys to a successful marriage. There is one beautiful passage in Scripture, and it provides advice for love, and it's not so much romantic love, but it's being loving and being lovable. And we all have those days where we don't feel like being loving and lovable, and this is what Paul had to write. It's in 1 Corinthians 13, and it's called the love chapter of the Bible. And this is what Paul had to say. Love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful. It is not arrogant or rude. Love does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. Love does not rejoice in the wrong, but it rejoices in the right. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never ends, so life is filled with love, faith, hope, and joy. The greatest of these is love. And love has that power to set a wonderful course in your life together. If your marriage is strong in love, no matter what circumstances life will throw your way, you'll be able to handle them together in love. So you will now move forward in your love for each other by reciting your wedding vows. And Steve, I'm going to begin with you, so please face Andrea and repeat after me. Andrea, I choose you to be my wife. I promise freely from this day forward to be worthy of your trust and deserving of your confidence, to be generous with my time, my energy, and my love, to be patient with you and with myself, to trust you, to be devoted to you and our life together. These things I pledge to you. Thank you. Andrea, please repeat after me. Steve, I choose you to be my husband. I promise freely from this day forward to be worthy of your trust and deserving of your confidence, to be generous with my time, my energy, and my love, to be patient with you and with myself, to trust you, to be devoted to you and our life together. These things I pledge to you. Well, Andrea and Steve, with these words, you have both pledged to create and promised to create a wonderful marriage together. And in just a moment, you'll be exchanging your wedding rings with each other. And I understand we have a young man that's been holding those wedding rings. So if you'd like to come forward, sir, I appreciate it. Come stand right here by me. The wedding rings are a public symbol of the longevity of the marriage covenant. And the circle of the rings represents the endless love that each of these people have for each other. And the purity of the metal represents the purity of the love they have for one another. And as you wear these rings, may it always be a reminder of the one person you love most in this world, and let each day be a beauty and never-ending love for the symbol of these rings. Please open the box. Thank you, sir. I'm going to begin with you, and I'm going to ask you to take Andrea's ring and hold her hand and hold her ring, and you're going to repeat after me. Andrea, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love, as I give to you all that I am, and I accept from you all that you are. Please place the ring. Andrea, please take Steve's ring, hold his hand and hold his ring, and you will repeat after me. Steve, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love, as I give to you all that I am, and accept from you all that you are. Please place the ring. You guys hold hands. Steve and Andrea, with this promise, the rings that you've exchanged, it seals the relationship by the giving of these rings, and it's a promise that's made between two people who agree to commit themselves to one another throughout the rest of their lives together. Andrea and Steve, you have expressed your love today by the promises you have just made and the vows you've exchanged and the wedding rings that you have exchanged. And by the authority vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Mr. Vitek, you may now kiss your bride. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor and privilege to introduce you to Mr. and Mrs. Vitek.